Okay, hi, my name is Taariq Schmidt. I am the marketing and social media consultant for Blind Cricket South Africa. There's not much difference between blind cricket and visual cricket. Obviously, there's a little bit of the laws that are different, but basically we use the same MCC laws. Then with a little bit of adaptation, it's obviously played with a white ball, plastic ball that's got ball bearings inside it that makes a hell of a noise when you rattle it. The game is played, there's three categories to it. With the players, you've got your B1s that are totally blind players. Then you have your B2 that are partially blind, and you have your B3s that are visually impaired or partially sighted. So a B2 is probably someone that what you see clearly at 60 meters, they roughly see that between 0 and 2 meters. Or sorry, that's for B3. For the B2s, that's at 40 meters. They see at what you see at 40 meters. They see it between 0 and 2. Then yeah, bowling is done under harm. However, your best bowlers, they would bounce the balls. The pitch is the exact same length as a normal pitch, 22 yards. There's a white line demarcating right down the middle of the pitch, and the ball has to bounce at least once either side of that line. And then everything is audible. You know, the bowler can't just bowl. He's got to ask the batsman if he's ready. The batsman's got to reply that he's ready. And once he delivers the ball, as it goes out of his hand, the bowler's got to shout play, so that the batsman understands the ball is on its way. A combination of one team. So what we do is you have to have a minimum of 4 B1 players in your team, and then the rest can be made up of the B2 and the B3, but again, a maximum of 4 of each. You can't, because as I said, the B3s obviously sees better, a lot better. The game is for basically the blind guys, but the B2s and the B3s are there to assist with it. Interesting fact, if you're batting as a blind player, every run that you score off the bat is doubled. So if they hit a boundary 4, it becomes 8. If they hit a boundary 6, which does happen unbelievably, it becomes a 12. You're looking at the final of the 2014 World Cup between Pakistan and India that was in South Africa. I think Pakistan posted something like 400 runs or just over 400 runs in 40 overs, and it was chased down with 4 balls to spare. So, you know, the runs are ridiculous. These guys in a 2020 match, they can get up to 250, 260 runs. You know, at this stage, like I said, I only came on board about 2.5, 3 months ago. And we started with a social media campaign now because there was absolutely nothing being done to try and generate exposure for blind cricket. So we've been on board about 3 months now. The exposure has started coming. It's slow, but, you know, it's basically just trying to market it, trying to get it out there. I think talking about blind cricket is one thing. Actually sitting there and watching the guys play and watching the skill level. And like I told you earlier, we actually had an exhibition match against some sighted players. And the response that we got from those guys were unbelievable, where it's like, you know, the skill level. So you're in for entertainment. There's a lot of laughs. You know, they're blind guys, and a lot of people feel sorry for them, but they absolutely love joking about themselves. The stuff that you will see them do on the field, it's good laughs, but it's really good cricket. We only managed to get 6 teams at the tournament. Again, finances is a problem to get everybody up. So we've got Northerns, Gauteng, Western Province, Boland, Natal, and Free State. Obviously representing their provinces. We're playing, it's a T20 tournament because the next World Cup will be a T20 World Cup. So 2 games a day at 3 different fields. We'll be playing at Sinnerville, Easterus Cricket Club, and at Mamelodi in Pretoria. 2 games a day for the first 2 days. On day 3, we'll have 1 game at Mamelodi, and then the 2 semi-finals. Semi-finals will be played at Sinnerville and Transnet, and then the final will be Wednesday morning at Sinnerville Cricket Club. The round robin based on point system, and then obviously we'll have a 3rd and 4th place playoff as well, and then the national selection afterwards. Big for a lot of these guys. We're selecting a preliminary squad of 20. We're only allowed to take 14 to the World Cup, but we've got 2 years before the World Cup, so we would like to select a squad of 20, work with these guys, and then obviously take the top 14 that we've got and seriously compete at the World Cup this year. We've gone to a couple of World Cups now, 2012, 2014, 2017, the 3 we've gone to, and we've never gone past the round robin stage. That was back in 1998. That was the very, very first World Cup. I was played in India, and we beat Pakistan. And then the next World Cup, we played in the final against Pakistan and they beat us. And then their dominance started going. So yeah, a lot of people have made such a big thing about the South African under-19 team when they won the World Cup, and it's the first South African team to win a Cricket World Cup. We did it back in 1998. It's Pakistan and India are the two front runners. England are doing really well as well, but England has got the full backing of their cricket board. We're just an affiliate member to Cricket South Africa, and look, don't get me wrong, Cricket South Africa does a hell of a lot for us. They help us a lot. But when you look at finances and the amount of money this game takes, we're struggling. We're behind with sponsorships. A lot of people don't want to come on board because what do you get out of it? You're sponsoring a blind disability sport that is not well known. So what do you get out of it? You can advertise, but not a lot of people come to these things. So we're hoping that at this event we'll generate more spectators so that people can see that there is exposure for you if you do sponsor, you know. But again, Pakistan, India, they have got the full support of the governments as well. The Indian team gets met regularly by the Prime Minister of India. They get a tremendous amount of money given to them whenever they win tournaments. Those guys are contracted. They get paid a salary every month to represent their countries. Our guys are amateur. A lot of the players rely on their social grants to travel to fields, to go to practices, to play the game. Tournament like this, some guys have to take unpaid leave from work. So, you know, it's the dedication is there from the players. But financially, it is a big, big issue for us. So hopefully with exposure like this and with the tournament coming up, maybe someone out there will come out and say, listen, guys, you know what are you doing? What can we help you with? And that's the aim about it. It is tough. It's a tough question. I think, look, the main thing here is just to focus on this tournament, on trying to get the best players. There is a tournament coming in end of January. We will obviously announce that will be hosted in India. I can't go too much detail about it. They haven't made a media release about it, but it's very exciting. So that is a step in the right direction for world blind cricket. We are busy with Pakistan at the moment, who would like us to go over. Obviously, not sure if we'll be able to go into Pakistan itself because of the security risks. But then again, it's finances. For us to go over to another country, we've got to pay our own flights, our own visas, that kind of stuff. They pay the accommodation and while we are there. So you're taking a 14-man team with 2 or 3 support as managers, you're looking at a decent amount of money just for flights. And that's to Pakistan. Imagine having to go to England or Australia or those places. So there is a lot of countries that are interested. And then again, for us to bring them here, to host them for 2 months or for 2 weeks, it's a tremendous amount of money. I mean, this tournament alone cost us money that we didn't have. If it wasn't for Cricket South Africa, it would not have happened. So, you know, they jumped on board. They helped us a lot financially for this tournament. You know. All right. So the tournament starts on the 30th. It's the first games, which is Sunday, this coming Sunday, and it ends on the 3rd, which will be the Wednesday. Times, like I said, 2 games a day. Schedule starts is 9:30 in the morning for the morning games, and then 2 o'clock in the afternoon for the afternoon games. Again, 2020 cricket. Depending on whether the guys are bowling properly or not, it shouldn't be longer than about 3 hours, 3.5 hours per game. The teams will be travelling from one venue to another, so you won't have one team specifically at just one venue. Again, trying to get them mentally strong for travelling distances. Yeah, and then obviously free entry. Bring your braai, bring your drinks. Just come and watch cricket with a difference. That's all it is, you know. Awesome. And then just thank you to you guys for giving us the opportunity to talk and trying to get the word out there. Well, only sponsor we have at this moment is Cricket South Africa. So my message to Cricket South Africa is just thank you so much for coming on board. Thank you for putting in the time and the effort to a sport that is not really generating anything for them. For them to come out and say, listen, there's the money, carry on. I know that they will be branding 2 of the fields with CSA branding, which is absolutely fantastic for us. We will have 1 or 2 of the CSA representatives there on Wednesday afternoon. So yeah, just to CSA, thank you very much. A couple of people that's come on board, Eco Tanks that sponsored us some water, Tiger Brands that sponsored us some Energade. So there's a couple of people that has come on board and given the odd bit of money and the odd little sponsorship. And then obviously thanks to Northern Cricket Union, who's organising everything for us. And then I have to say thank you also to Gauteng Department of Sports and Recreation, supplying vehicles, also the money that they have given us. They've given us a bit of money, and the support we're getting from them also fantastic.